Welcome to another vlog, guys, and this is the new Toyota Supra GR. We're gonna have a drive today and basically see how it runs. It's been a bit of a controversy all over the internet in the past few months with this car, but maybe it's just one of those cars that you really have to grow to love. It's not really appealing from the get-go, but still a new Supra, and I really just want to see what the fuss is about. To go through the details of the car, it is a turbocharged 6 engine with a ZF box. It is the B58 BMW engine that they've been using for quite a bit of time now. It has proven to be a successful format. It's good to see it in another kind of shell. It's got 250 kilowatts and 500 newton meters of torque. So launching the car 0 to 100 in 4.3 seconds. So from any experience of the Toyota Supra you'll ever have is that it's more BMW than you actually think it would be. It's made in Austria, so it's definitely European. And all the design hues, fonts, and the colors inside are just BMW. So yes, it has a BMW interior. This interior is not Toyota whatsoever. This is all BMW. With a little bit of kind of Toyota little changes here and there, but you've got the same iDrive as BMW, the same monitor, same gear shifter. It's a lot more like to the Z4 than you'd actually want it to be because you want to see something a little bit different. But it's good because this is probably the best interior I've ever seen in a Toyota. The best design as well. Now you move on to the semi-virtual cockpit of the cluster, and it has a BMW S design to it. But I really like this one because I don't know, it looks really sporty. It grabs your attention quite a bit. So this car has a lot to live up to, with it being the iconic name to the Toyota brand. It started with the Celica Supras, but it has a history of its own name. And with the previous generation Supra and that engine being one of the most used engine for any tuners out there to reach 1,000 horsepower out of the box, it's really got some pressure in itself. But of course with a car like this, driving is what it's all about. So what's it like to drive? One word, BMW-esque. I'm really sorry to kind of always bring it back to BMW, but it really does feel like a BMW, and that's not a bad thing for Toyota. BMW knows how to make great sports cars, and Toyota knows how to make reliable cars. It's a good combination. Now it feels like a BMW because it's got adaptive suspension and the tech that kind of goes with this whole car. And that's in a way makes the car feel like no other Toyota has ever been before. Surprisingly holds the corners really well. It leans into it and the weight goes into that corner, but it somehow holds the line. It stays controllable, doesn't wiggle or squirm, and I know that doesn't feel very BMW, knowing to kind of go sideways, and I'm pretty sure this car can go sideways if you want to make it, but so far just driving around corners in a fun way, it holds the line quite well. Adding to that, the steering is actually quite quick in this car, and it feels very light. The sound out of the car is actually quite nice. It's got a really nice note to it, and of course you don't hear that note quite a bit inside because it's all about the fake noise, but if you hear it from the outside, which what this video will have in terms of recording, it really has a nice note. So B58 paired with the ZF transmission box, it's somehow proven to be a successful format for BMW, and till this day is one of the smoothest kind of engine setups I've ever driven, especially in a 6-cylinder. And it seems to have gotten better and better with every kind of reiteration that BMW does with this engine. You almost feel no lag, and even in normal mode you kind of rarely find the engine dozing off mid-range. There's always power. And it's always accessible, and it doesn't feel like you're trying to fight for that power. It doesn't feel like this car is lazy. So good power delivery, and it's tight around the corners. Does that mean you're getting a stiff car? That's the surprise to me for this one, is that when you put on normal mode, it's very forgiving. It's surprisingly really comfortable for a road trip or grand tourer. Now it's stiff enough to have fun, but it's good enough to be just another cruiser. So a couple points about the car that I don't think is up to speed. Now this monitor, obviously it's a BMW monitor, but the design that Toyota have kind of taken into it is that it looks straightforward. It doesn't look to the driver. In sunny day like this, I can't see anything. It's just glaring. It's the steering wheel. Yeah, it's a great steering wheel. It's good feel. The paddle shifts is a good material, but the design is just really lacking. But yeah, I'm not really feeling this. But the rest, the seats are amazing. This interior is really good to live in. But yeah, it's some things. So the most talked about part of this car is the exterior. I love it. Look, it has to grow on you, but I love it. It does have a little bit of cues from the previous Supra, which I really love that they're bringing the lineage back. They're not going completely different to it, but it has been a long time. So people have to understand from the previous till now, it has been a long time. So the changes can't be minimal. It can't just be a facelift change. But the best thing about the exterior is literally the profile shot. This profile shot, it's amazing. It takes on a little bit of a hint of the 2000 GT model. Long front bonnet, short rear back, and a swooping roof. You're looking at the E-Type, you're looking at Aston Martins. Just amazing. I really just want to show you guys what the car looks like inside and out. This is a really a cool car coming into the market. Not going to be very easy to get your hands on. Obviously, with the price is quite high for a Toyota as well, but you do get your money's worth. It's a great sports car, fun to drive in. It looks amazing. The interior, you get a BMW interior, so you're not really kind of losing out on much on that money.